about the move to guard? I think that was something that you wanted to do. Just tell us how that's going.
Yeah, it's gone really well so far. So far, I really enjoyed it, playing something new and something I felt really comfortable at so far. So I'm pretty excited about the move so far.
What kind of inspired the move? Why did you want to do it?
When I was thinking about entering the draft or staying last year, a lot of my feedback was at the next level, a lot of talk about guard and everything. So I think that's kind of what made me decide to do the switch.
There's been a lot of moving parts kind of on the line, Caleb in the center and some others. Just how have y'all kind of all adapted to that in a few practices?
Yeah, honestly, it's been pretty smooth. You know, I think one thing that has been nice for us is, you know, we've all playing a different spot this year, but we've all played together before. You know, I've always had Caleb next to me. I've played with Jeremy a ton. Eli is obviously still playing the same spot. So I think that's something that's really helped us, you know, and just kind of the friendships and stuff off the field, watching extra film with each other, definitely, you know, made a really smooth transition for us all.
What have you seen out of Mason Brooks at this point?
Yeah, he's really been looking sharp the first few days, definitely, and during workouts, like the whole January and February and everything leading in. You know, he's really impressed. Really good athlete, really long, just kind of looks the part too, but, you know, you can tell the way that he plays, you know, he's very fundamentally sound. So, you know, adding him was really big for the room, I think.
Jeremy's playing next to you at left tackle now?
Yes, sir.
How much are you able to help him, or does he even need help moving from right to left since you've done it so much?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's helped a lot is, you know, the offense is still pretty similar to what it has been, so I'm able to kind of make some extra calls out there and kind of help Jeremy see some things. And, you know, playing that position's obviously, like I said, just kind of allowed me to see a couple extra things, which has been really fun for the both of us.
You may have just answered this, but obviously it's a different offensive coordinator. Does it feel like the same offense, though?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's still some minor tweaks and minor changes, but for the most part, like the base of the structure is very similar, yes.
How close did you come to declaring? I know you said you went through a pretty tough process with the draft. How close was it?
There's like certain days I thought I was going to do it. Certain days I was like definitely coming back. I kind of juggled with it for a long time. It was really tough on me for sure and my family. Whatever the Saturday was before we had the actual like date itself to for the NFL was kind of like my decision time. I think it was like around January 16th, something like that. Whenever the Saturday before I had to be back for school, yeah.
What were the biggest factors of you coming back?
I just think there's a lot more that can be done for not only myself but for the team. I think there's still a lot more I can accomplish, a lot of getting better to do, and you know, being around the guys for one more year, getting a chance to compete for a national championship. You know, there's definitely some things you really strive about. You know, I think as a room we want to win a Joe Moore Award, definitely, and then, you know, top it all off, I'll get my degree this December too, which is something I think I'm really excited about.
Joe Moore Award presented to the best offensive line in college football. I mean, what would that mean to you?
I think for us, I'd kind of mean everything to us. You know, as far as the room goes, I mean, that's kind of the, you know, obviously that's the most prestigious award given to the offensive line. You know, it's the only award given to a group. So I think that's something that, you know, we really are just striving for, something we're really thinking about. It's kind of always on our mind as far as that goes.
What are you seeing from the three quarterbacks and how they're kind of handling the huddle?
Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty different as far as that goes. But, you know, I think they've all done a great job of when they're in, you know, they know they're the guy at that time, you know, that it's their time. And they've done a great job commanding the huddle and, you know, getting us lined up and just getting us organized.
Hey, Nick, when you say they're different, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell, like, Alt's always been pretty quiet. This is kind of how he is. You know, I think definitely this year, without Matt being here, he's definitely gotten out of his shell a little bit. You know, he's been a lot more vocal, which has been really cool to see. And Dart's a little more outgoing. Those are kind of like the main two things I see with them.
After having 2 years where you knew Matt was the guy, is it kind of weird to go to practice and stuff, not really knowing who your quarterback is?
In a way, we kind of had that, you know, brief moment where, you know, John Rice and Matt were going through it before my sophomore year, and it's kind of like that. But, you know, every time we take the field, you don't really know who's going to be in the huddle, which is kind of, in a way, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a little surprise. So, but, you know, they've both done a really great job so far, not only on the field, but off the field, kind of, you know, being a quarterback and kind of leading the locker room, leading the weight room, things like that. So it's been really cool to see them kind of take that step, especially so young.
What's it like from a player's perspective when you're following all the transfers you guys were getting in January and February? Is that something that you saw coming, or is it kind of a frenzy when you have 14 new
Yeah, it's wild, definitely. Like those first few team meetings where you're kind of trying to figure out who everybody is still. I think that's just kind of the way college football is forming, honestly, and at certain positions, you know, we kind of needed it, definitely. And so I think it was really exciting getting some of the guys, like definitely adding a guy like for our room, Mason Brooks was really big. So, you know, I think that's just kind of the way college football is changing now.